Today is the day I've been looking forward to because we are having a life admin day. And if you aren't sure what this is, it can kind of be essentially anything that you want it to be. But a definition that I found is a personal day where you do all those tasks you've been meaning to do for the last month, but you never got around to. It is clearing out some time in your busy schedule to knock some important things off the never-ending to-do list so you can keep your life under control. The past couple weeks of my life have been a little bit chaotic. We went to Hawaii. We also hosted some friends. The holidays were in the mix too. And so there are just a bunch of small things that I've been putting off doing in terms of life administrative tasks. Not so much reset activities in terms of cleaning, grocery shopping, organizing our home, but more so just organizing my life. And so I made a to-do list this morning, and these are the things that I want to get to. I might do some more things than this, but on the top of my head, these are the things I know I need to do. I'm getting my hair cut this morning, which is not something I would normally do in a day like this, but I just happen to have that today. And in a way, it is kind of an administrative task because my hair definitely needs a trim. Laundry is another one of those tasks that would be more of a reset thing for me, but we just got back from a trip. I want to organize my work calendar, organize my finances. So because this is a new year, I have a tax document that I like to document all of my income on and all my expenses. We need to make a fresh new sheet though because it is January 17th and I definitely need to get around to that. So we're gonna do that. I need to book a vet appointment for Cash for a teeth cleaning. Catch up on my emails. I'm very behind on work emails in terms of brand sponsorships and just people that I work with for social media. So we're gonna catch up on those. Organizing my closet. This is another thing that I would consider more of a reset thing, but our closet is an absolute disaster and it really has just been stressing me out. So we're gonna work on that. And then I wanna cook dinner tonight, and I didn't work out this morning, but I am gonna work out this evening. So I'm sure there are some other things I wanna get around to too, but that is kind of just, it's 9:30. I need to head to my haircut. So let's go check this one off the list. I just got to my hair appointment. I see Allie at the Dallas Blonde. I'm just getting a trim, nothing too special. I do not do anything fancy. I sometimes just do some long layers in the front, but I'm excited to get this haircut. The knees, I feel like, are always and I'm out. Here's the end result. I love it. I always love how Allie cuts my hair. Feels so healthy again. Always love getting a haircut. But we're headed home now. It's about 11:30. Time to start ticking off these other to-dos. I'm back home now, and I think the next thing I'm gonna do, I just took Cash for a short walk, is start the laundry just so that can get going for the rest of the day. I have a lot of linens from having friends over, so I'm gonna wash like the duvet, the sheets, all that, and then we'll get started on the computer stuff. And while the linens are in the wash, I'm gonna go ahead and put out all of our laundry on our bed. We have a lot of laundry to do. I don't know if I'm gonna get all of it today, but I'm just gonna go ahead and set it out just so when that's ready to switch over, everything will be ready to put in the wash. I just made my little makeshift desk, which I do want to eventually have my own desk space. It is just not on the top of my priority list right now. I technically can use Aiden's, but he has all of his monitors for work and it's just difficult. So I don't know if I'll end up having a desk. Honestly, this little side table that we have has been doing the job. I always like to kind of romanticize when I have to do computer work. It's fun to make a little setup. I think the first thing that I'm gonna do on just my laptop work, do my phone calls. I personally don't love calling people, especially to make doctor's appointments and stuff. I don't get worried about talking to people. It's just one of those things that is kind of an annoyance. And so I'm gonna go ahead and do that first. I think it's good to do the things that you are least looking forward to because it gives you momentum for the other things. Or sometimes it's nice to do the easy things first and then do the hard things. I think everyone's different, but for me, I like to do just the more difficult things first. This is literally not difficult at all, but for me, I just am not looking forward to this. I'm actually gonna call our vet because I have some suspicions that Cash has some food allergies right now, and we love our open farm food that we feed him, but I'm thinking that he might do better on their salmon flavor because last time I saw my vet, he said a lot of times Goldens will have just more specific food allergies, but typically salmon food works better. I'm gonna make a vet appointment. I also have never gotten his teeth professionally cleaned before, and that's definitely something that I want to start doing regularly. So I'm gonna call them, see how that works, get that set up and put up on the calendar. Hi, yeah, I was interested in booking an appointment. I know that I can do a walk. Okay, that is done. I have one of those appointments made for the teeth cleaning, and then the other thing I can just do a walk-in, which is great. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go through my emails. This is something that I like to stay on top of as I get emails every single day in terms of just work opportunities or random things. But sometimes when traveling, I will end up just going through and starring emails that aren't totally urgent in the moment, but I do need to respond to eventually. So I'm gonna go through there and respond to everything that I have starred. There's honestly a lot of starred emails, so this will probably take me about 30 minutes or so. And also let me know if this kind of stuff is interesting to you. I think that for me personally, I love hearing about everyone's workflow and how everyone is different. But specifically with doing this kind of job, sometimes it's just interesting because it can be like, what do you actually do all day? And honestly, this kind of stuff is the majority of my day. And then after that, these kind of go hand in hand, but I want to go ahead and fill out my Google Calendar. So this is another thing that I fill in as I send dates for things or just have personal things in my life that I want to put on my calendar. We also have our family calendar that I talked about, how I put up by our door. This is more just our personal stuff, our vacations, our travels, events that come up. As far as all my work stuff, I always like to keep it on my Google Calendar. So I'm just going to go through here and input all of those dates, everything that I need to remember. And I also like to color code this too, but sometimes when traveling I will just throw things on there and not really organize it. So I'm gonna go through and organize just the next few weeks of January and get everything put on here. Just finished organizing my calendar, getting through the emails. It feels so good having all those things done. And I've definitely worked up an appetite. So I'm gonna go ahead and make myself some lunch. It's like 1:30 right now. The hair is back. We are making some lunch and I'm so thankful that we have our Every Plate kit. And I have saved this meal today because I thought that this just sounded like such a great lunch to make. I'm so thankful to be partnering with Every Plate on today's video. If you guys don't know them, they are the most affordable meal kit out there and they are amazing. And I also have a code that makes it even more affordable. You guys can get each meal for just $1.39 by going to everyplate.com and entering the code Michelle139, which I believe is the best discount code I've ever had. I think especially for this new year, whether you have goals to save time, you want to spend more time with people that you love, you want to spend more time on your hobbies. Most meals from Every Plate come together in about 30 minutes or so, if not quicker than that. I think today's will probably be 25 minutes or so. Or if you're trying to cook more from home, it makes it so easy because all of the recipes come directly to you with all the ingredients that you need that are pre-portioned. You don't have to go to the grocery store and meal prep, and you can customize them for your own needs. Personally, we get the mix of veggie and meat, which is nice. It kind of introduces some more veggie meals into our weekly routine, but you also can add protein to anything that you want. For this week, the recipes that we got, we actually already made 2 of these. So I only have one left. The one I'm making today is charred zucchini and tomato melt. I've never made this one. It sounds so good. It also has potato wedges with it. We have a chicken sausage and roasted tomato linguine, which I love this one. And then this one I've never made before, but cream and mushroom soup with garlic bread, which sounds amazing. I've never had a soup with my Every Plate, so I'm so excited to try that. And even though it is the most affordable meal kit, everything is always so fresh. I love the recipes. I've never not loved a recipe. Aiden especially loves when this comes because he particularly adores these recipes too. So I'm gonna go ahead and whip up some lunch and we'll try it when I'm done. Lunch is served and it looks delicious. I'm actually gonna go eat this on our balcony. This is when we get direct sun. I've been trying to get more sun during the day. I'm gonna try it in here though because it's loud out there. Oh my goodness, that's so good. It has a garlic butter on it and it just really makes the sandwich delicious. Amazing. Again, you guys can try Every Plate for just $1.39 per meal by going to everyplate.com and entering the code Michelle139. I will have it linked down below. Again, would definitely recommend. Okay, the next thing that I wanted to do on my list was actually to create a new tax document. So essentially, as someone who does more kind of freelance type work where my income comes from a variety of sources, be it affiliate linking, sponsorships like the one you saw in today's video, my Google AdSense. There are definitely just a lot more streams of income with doing this kind of job. And so I like to have an Excel sheet where I just keep track of everything in terms of when I get paid, when I sign contracts, when I should expect to be paid, if payments ever come late, just to keep that at top of mind. This is something that I've always been very particular with ever since doing this job because it is so easy to lose sight of this, especially with traveling. I definitely just need to go in and kind of fine tune this. I've been throwing things in, but I need to make a whole new fresh document that looks like my last one. I do have a budget template that Aiden actually created forever ago on Dropbox if you want to check that out. It's a little bit different than say my tax document specifically, and obviously these are personal numbers, so I'm not going to share those on the internet, but I will say that it is nice just keeping track of your income. This is actually the first year that we are getting an accountant. This is something that I've been needing to do probably since last year or the year before. I feel like I've done a decent job over the last few years of keeping track of everything, and I imagine still with having an accountant, you do still have to do a lot of this kind of work. It will be nice just to get some more help with filing taxes and all that. That was actually one of the emails that I just responded to, which feels good because that's another thing that is easy to keep putting off, but it's really important just to make sure that your business is structured in the best way possible for you, and of course make sure that you're doing everything correctly. So I'm really excited for that. In the meantime, I'm going to do this. I also track my expenses on here, and that's the thing that I would say I'm not the best at. Tracking all those business expenses can be just time consuming, and so I definitely want to make sure that I stay on top of that. So I'm gonna probably spend the next 30 minutes to an hour just organizing this sheet and making sure that it all looks right. Just finished my sheet, which feels good to have that done. And I wanted to share that sometimes when I have these days of kind of getting my life together, I like to listen to just more peaceful, relaxing music. That is sometimes the vibe, but sometimes it's the vibe to just throw in a good podcast, a good YouTube video. And one of my favorites to watch on YouTube whenever I'm having one of these reset days, getting my life together, life admin, is definitely Katie Muser. I love her videos. She's also a friend too, but I just wanted to link her channel down below. She does a lot of videos that are just motivating, but also fun, everyday life stuff. Personally, I love watching more routine content. Let me know down below if you prefer to watch people who have more kind of aspirational content versus everyday life, motivating, routine kind of videos. I think everyone's different, and sometimes I do like a different vibe too, but for the most part, her content is definitely more my vibe. Another one is also Caitlin Nolan. I also love to watch her vlogs too, and I'm having one of these days, especially if I'm more in a fitness, health, healthy habits mood. Love her content too. Here is my situation with clothes right now. This has been an ongoing struggle, and this is the reason why I even have to fix our closet and tidy it up, because I got this drawer set from Facebook Marketplace. It essentially is a drawer that someone kind of flipped, painted, put together, and it is the worst piece of furniture I've ever bought in my life. It is so cheap. I really wanted to say something because I can't even believe I was sold this. The drawers just don't even work anymore. This is Aiden's side, and his are always the ones that are all messed up. And so essentially the top of the drawer has been Aiden's dresser, which is why I never really show this, because it is just not cute at all. And it also looks so much bigger than it is. It does not hold a lot at all. And so I need to find just a proper, large, simple dresser, because our storage has been messed up. This is why I never show this section of the bedroom, because it's always a disaster. And it's been stressing me out because I can't find a way to organize our clothes. So let me know if you know of a good company to buy just a solid dresser. I have learned in my adulthood, one of the biggest lessons is to not skimp on furniture, because you kind of do get what you pay for, especially with our bed. I'm doing laundry right now, but this bed has been such nice quality. It's from Rove. I love it. But this dresser, not good at all. I changed into the pants that come with the set. It definitely looks like pajamas this way, but it is super comfy. I'll probably end up wearing these again as my pajamas, but I'm gonna go ahead and start organizing the closet a little bit. That's next on my list. These are clothes that I still need to wash. It's taking forever to do the laundry because my linens are taking so long to dry, but it's all good. I have the rest of the night. Just gonna do that, organize the closet. I already did a little bit because I was moving some stuff around over to the dresser. And then after I finish this, I'm going to the gym, which I'm so excited for. I have not been to the gym since before we went to Hawaii, and I'm just so excited to get a good run in. I might try to do 4, maybe 5 miles today. I'm just feeling really good today. I have a lot of energy. I'm almost to my ovulation phase of my cycle, and it's crazy. I definitely feel the increased energy right now where I just really am craving some physical activity. So I'm gonna do that. Probably also take Cash for a walk with Aiden tonight. It's a really, really beautiful day out, so I definitely want to get a little bit of sun today too. It's about 4 o'clock and I'm gonna take about an hour break to do some reading. This is something that I'm trying to be better at doing. I just ordered a couple of new books that I wanted to share with you guys because if you watched my 2023 kind of vision and goals video, I talked about the possibility of trying for a baby in 2023. I've just learned a lot about hormonal health after coming off the pill, but fertility is kind of like a whole new ball game that I think is just, for one, interesting to learn about. I ultimately think that this is all in God's timing and God's plan. I do think that God gives us tools and resources to just help out with the process, and so I wanted to share these. The first one, this one I'm going to read first. I'm really, really excited for this. This is called Awakening Fertility, the Essential Art of Preparing for Pregnancy. This is one that I believe someone commented on my video and recommended both of these, I'm pretty sure. And this says, the path to motherhood is a deep and transformative process. It can also include unexpected twists and turns. Awakening Fertility is a loving companion to accompany you along the journey. Whether your desire to become a mother burns fiercely today or is a future calling just beginning to stir. Intended for women at every stage of the preconception process, this book offers wisdom and guidance to support your body, mind, and spirit, including nearly 50 delicious recipes to nourish yourself deeply. And I am especially excited to dive into the recipes. I think that'll probably be something I start getting into maybe next week when we do our new grocery shop for the week, because I do think it's interesting just learning what vitamins and minerals can support your body through that process. But it also just has some written pages too on fertility, but it's also just a beautiful book. So I'm excited to read this. And this one, Cash has his head literally laying on it right now. He's so cute in my lap. This one is It Starts with the Egg. And this book is more so just about the science behind egg quality and fertility. Definitely more of a dense read, I would say, but I have heard good things about this one. And so I also love just learning new things, and especially when it comes to health and wellness. Of course, there are many different perspectives, but I just think it's interesting to hear other people's perspectives and also just learn something new while taking a break too. So I'm gonna read this. I don't want to move right now though because Cash is so cute in my lap. I just changed for the gym. I'm about to go do a run, which I'm really looking forward to. Gonna go ahead and get this run. I'm really looking forward to it. Felt so good. I ended up doing 4 miles and it was just such a nice workout. Took a nice shower and I'm about to cook dinner. While I cook dinner, I'm gonna use this mask. This is Tula's Self-Care Sunday Nourishing Face Mask. I really like this one. My skin is extremely dry right now. I'm also dealing with some breakouts. These are more pimples that are kind of drying up. Anytime I don't sleep a lot, I feel stressed and I'm eating things I don't normally eat. I have discovered that this is when I break out right here a lot, and then on my chin is usually more hormonal. For For dinner, I'm making a chicken sausage and veggie skillet, a super easy recipe. I've made this one so many times. We actually already used up all of our every plate meals. The one I made for lunch was our last one. And the only thing I've left on my list is to finish the laundry, and we're gonna take Cash for a walk. We're gonna go to just a nice neighborhood and walk around and do a late night walk after dinner. Eden's at the gym. I picked this dinner because one of my goals is to be more resourceful with food, and I would typically try to do a more complex meal, but I'm trying to use up everything that we have, and we happen to have some zucchini left in the fridge, and this recipe calls for zucchini. So I'm just gonna throw that in there. It is so easy, but it just tastes so good. So I would definitely recommend doing this recipe. I will have it linked down below.
Time in the world for pleasure as you find a rhythm step by step. Find pleasure in the little things, in laughter, touch, or in
I told you that I would end up putting back on the PJ set, but we just got back from our walk. I didn't end up bringing my camera, but I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. It's 10 o'clock, having an early bedtime tonight. I just made myself this magnesium supplement that I take. It's from the brand Calm, I believe, and it really does make me feel just calm before bed. Whenever I remember to do this, I always like to do it. Has like a pink lemonade taste to it. Definitely had ourselves a productive day today, and now I'm ready for some rest. I hope this video inspired you to check off those to-dos, have a little life admin day. It does really just relieve that kind of underlying stress of things piling up, and I would definitely recommend doing this. Thank you guys again for being here, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.